I mean, yeah, but a bear taking care of a 2-year-old boy? And again, if a bear took the boy, there would have been signs of the bear taking the boy.
Hello, and welcome to the Michael Jacobs Moment. If you're new, you should know that this is a podcast that has almost nothing to do with 90s sitcom Boy Meets World, produced by Michael Jacobs. I think this might be our best episode yet, and I base that on absolutely nothing. I'm Scott Bigos. I'm joined by Julia Valtieri.
Hey.
Fun fact about Julia, she threw a New Year's party about 5 or 6 years back, and we still talk about it to this day, and not just because one of our friends peed on the coffee table.
Oh,
Allegedly.
that was a good one.
And of course, we're also joined by our resident Bigfoot expert, George Mills.
It's a Bigfoot call.
All right, let's get into our moment of the day. This moment comes from Season 5, Episode 17, titled, And Then There Was Sean.
Welcome to John Adams High, where you are gonna die, that's right. Fall right.
Phoebe, you are so low budget.
Here's a knife, here's a gun, they'll be fun for everyone. Death is on the menu tonight.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
that one always scared me so much.
Really?
Can someone explain that to me as someone who's never seen that episode?
It's the Halloween episode, and it's played very meta. It's kind of like the movie Scream, where Sean is like, he knows all of the horror tropes, and they're being stalked. It turns out to all be a dream. So they're being stalked and picked off one by one. And at one point, that plays over the intercom.
In the school. And Sean is the one that's killing everyone. Sean, takes off the mask of the killer, and then it's Sean.
Yeah.
I don't remember why.
It's Sean's dream.
I love stuff like that in children's media that's, way scarier than it should be.
Yeah.
That part from Willy Wonka where he's in the tunnel.
Oh, yeah, I love that.
We should do that as a segment.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Wait, but there's a reason why Sean is the one killing everyone. It's not just a dream. It's like he's going to go to college or something. Or something weird.
It's his dream, and right before he takes a mask off or kills somebody or something, he grabs Corey and Topanga's hands and puts him together. He thinks he killed their relationship or something. There's some weird bullshit about
No, I think their relationship was you're something like that.
Yeah, it's something like that. I don't fucking know. Hey, speaking of shit I don't know, I think we have a new segment.
Yeah.
Shit Scott doesn't know. Shit Scott doesn't know.
So last week, as some of you may remember, we realized that Scott didn't know what a pecan, what I call a pecan, what George calls a pecan. Yeah, and
That's what they call them in Mexico.
I think they're both right, but Scott didn't know what that was, so I thought of a new segment idea where we could ask Scott if he knows about certain things that we deem as, common knowledge, but maybe not. So
for the record, I
George.
knew it was a food, but I wasn't sure if it was a fruit. I thought it could be a fruit. I didn't know it was a nut.
Yeah. I think we're going to have a lot of luck with food, but
yeah,
I tried
for
to
sure.
do different things cross-category.
So you guys have to guess whether I know the thing.
Well, I'm betting that you don't.
Right.
Because that's
Okay.
what I...
So I guess basically me and Julia are guessing.
Yes.
We have, yeah. Okay.
Each other's. All right.
Mhm.
George, do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
I'll go first since you offered.
Okay.
Julia, do you think Scott knows what a sous vide is?
Definitely not. I think it's pronounced sous vide.
Sous vide?
Sous vide.
Oh, it's pronounced sous vide? Well, see, now I don't know I know what it is, but I know how it's pronounced.
Well, wait,
Hold on.
yeah. But are you Googling it?
I'm going to Google this pronunciation because I feel like an idiot now.
Can we hear the lady through the...
No, but I'll do it. My best approximation of it. Oh my God, ad.
I heard a little bit.
We should get sponsored by Grammarly.
Mm.
I don't need a minute 28 video.
Oh my god.
Can you just type it into Google and hit the little sound thing?
It's not coming up.
One time that was wrong, the Google Translate thing, because I used it to translate this girl's name, and it was not what she said her name
Names
was.
are pretty.
Yeah, names are tough.
Yep, it's pronounced sous vide. Sous vide
Sous
is how to pronounce.
vide. I heard
Man,
it.
I hope I don't insult any of our French listeners out there.
Oh my god. It's okay. You know what it is.
All right. Anyway,
So-
Scott, do you know what it is?
Do I know what it is? Julia says no. The answer is
All right, so Julia gets a point.
I don't know. Julia gets a point.
Yeah, points are
Cool. I
everyone
like
gets points.
that.
Yeah.
At the end of the
Great.
year, whoever has more points
Yeah.
owes everybody dinner.
Yeah, now Julia
Okay.
do one. You guys should alternate.
Okay, wait. Tell us what that is.
Oh, I don't know what it sounds like a bidet.
Well-
What is it?
Oh no,
We're also going to
yeah,
teach you what it is.
Oh, sure, teach me.
It's a way of cooking different things, and basically you put mostly meat in a bag, and then you boil water and you cook the meat inside the bag.
It's kind of weird.
Okay.
But it makes things very tender. Apparently,
Yeah.
you're supposed to sear the things after the fact, so it doesn't look weird. Because if you did, it just looks like gray meat.
Gray, yeah.
I think that moment right there where I wanted to move on and didn't ask what it was, I think that sums up why I'm in this position.
You didn't care.
I just
No.
didn't even
I'm
think
gonna
to ask.
I'm gonna challenge you to have a more inquisitive mind.
Okay.
Okay. I won't do a food one since we just did a food one, even though that's
no, it's
where
okay.
I think
It's fine.
the
No, yeah,
meat.
it's fine.
Well, Scott, do you know about the crack epidemic?
Ask George if
You
he
gotta ask me.
thinks that I know.
George, do you think Scott knows about the crack epidemic in the United States?
What? How do you mean? Does he know about it? Like how bad it is, or how it started, or?
Yeah, sure. I guess the origins are like about it in the 80s.
I'm gonna say no.
Scott, do you know?
Incorrect. I know about.
Damn.
You
I know about
the
the crack epidemic. Selling
Okay.
crack to
Okay.
kids. I listen to Tupac. I know about. You listen
Okay,
to
so if
any
it's in-
rap music.
If it's in rap, Scott knows it. That's good to know.
That's
Okay,
actually
okay.
that's misleading. But,
Misleading. Okay, if it's
yeah.
Tupac lyrics,
yeah.
specific Tupac lyrics, Scott knows it.
Yeah.
All right,
Well,
so
Scott,
I got,
do you
I got
know,
no
like-
points. No points.
But do you know what crack is?
Selling crack to kids. Yeah, it's like you turn cocaine into crack, and it's like a cheaper,
Damn it. Okay.
shitty version.
Scott gets a point.
Yeah, I need a Scott
Scott
knows.
gets a point.
Scott knows. Scott knows.
No, yeah, we can rank
Scotty knows. Scotty really knows. All right, here we go. So my next one is compound interest.
that. Oh, do I think he knows?
Yeah, Julia, do you think Scott knows compound interest?
I know he has $8,000 invested in Nintendo,
Wow,
but
big boy.
I'm going to say no just because maybe he doesn't know the specific definition of it. Which I'm
Okay.
going to be honest, I barely do. But
Yeah.
I know what it is.
So the thing is, like, yeah, do I think I know. Let me take a crack at it. I think that it's like if I have $10 with 20% interest, then it turns to $12, and then the next time I get interest on $12, not just that $10. Right?
That is correct. That's right.
Yeah. All right.
It's
I just
interest on
use
top of interest.
I just use context clues.
Okay, but so that's still good. That's still good.
It
If you can use
counts.
context clues to know what it is, then that's fine.
Woo! Scotty knows. Scotty knows.
So
Okay.
Scotty's got 2 points.
I'm
Julia's
doing
got
pretty
1
good,
point.
Yeah.
I got
All
no
right.
points.
Well, I'm going to hit you with this one then.
Oh no, I have a point. Julia's got. Doesn't matter.
George, do you think that Scott knows what Eggs Benedict is?
I'm gonna say just based off him not knowing what a fucking pecan is, I'm gonna say Scott doesn't know what eggs Benedict is. Also, I don't think Scott's too super adventurous with breakfast foods. So, I'm giving it away. But eggs, it says eggs in it. So,
Yeah.
The answer is yeah. I don't know what eggs Benedict are. Obviously, I've heard that term before, but I have no idea like what makes eggs Benedict.
Well, so it's same as the pecan pie. You knew it existed, but you didn't know what the fuck
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah. What is it?
Well,
Is
it's a dish of poached eggs on top of an English muffin with Canadian bacon, and then it's smothered in hollandaise sauce, which could also be something.
Wait, Scott, do you know what a poached egg is?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, what is a poached? How do you poach an egg?
Wait,
a
we
poached-
have to go back to the whole
Yeah,
every
Julia,
ingredient.
why don't you explain what a poached egg is to Scott?
It's just turning into like a food
Yeah.
trivia podcast. It's an egg that you crack into simmering water, and then it cooks. You like swirl it to make sure it doesn't separate, and it cooks into like a little fluffy blob.
Okay.
And then the yolk runs when you take it out with a slotted spoon. Put it on your dish.
Okay.
It's really good.
All right.
Should we do one more each?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep going.
All right, cool. Scott, do you or Julia, do you think that Scott knows anything about the Battle of Waterloo?
I think actually, yeah, because he likes to research history sometimes. And I don't know. I think he can absorb like things that were told to him, but if it was never told to him, then he won't. I don't know. I'm gonna say yeah.
Yeah, I
right.
don't know. What war is that battle from?
Well, it was when Napoleon was defeated by the British. Yeah,
Yeah. No, I don't know.
1815.
Julia, you knew that?
No.
Ah, this is bullshit.
Oh, that was the only one that I
Oh, okay,
didn't know.
hold on. The name of the show Scott doesn't know. It's not.
Yeah.
Why
I
everybody
know,
doesn't
but it's supposed to be common knowledge.
Yeah.
I would say
well,
people know what the Battle
that-
of.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
maybe
that's just
if you don't know
that's
what the
my
Battle
bad.
of Waterloo is, we'll do a poll. Okay.
All right. Okay.
All right. Oh yeah, text us. Okay, last one. George, do you think Scott knows what a deductible is?
I think Scott does know what a deductible is, just based on the fact that he knows what compound interest is, and I know that he got. Well, just based on something that happened to him, I think he might know what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I know what a deductible is. Of course, my car has been hit. I've had to pay it.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. If it I think when it
Would you
comes
have
to
known
money,
before that,
I
would
think
you have known
money's
before
money
that?
stuff.
Yeah,
I know.
did you know before that when it pertains to health insurance?
I mean, I knew the first time I had to pay one, which I don't even know
Okay.
when that was. That was, years ago.
But
Do-
do
yeah,
you
do you-
know
do you know
what
when
it
it co-
is? Like,
Oh,
what?
I mean-
not that you have to pay something, but do you know like the
I mean,
reason why
it's-
you're paying it?
I mean, it's just something
That's
you
the real
pay.
thing.
It's like your insurance company has it, and it's like so your insurance company doesn't just pay for everything when you have to use them. They make you pay a thing every time you have to use them. It's like an amount. I don't know. Is that
I don't think you know what a deductible is.
what is it beyond that? I don't know what it would be beyond that.
It's a specified amount of money that you have to pay before the insurance will pay for it. So
I mean,
if your
yeah,
deductible
that's literally what I
is-
said.
Yep, no,
Right?
that's not what you said. You said you have to pay it because they make you pay it.
I mean,
But-
sure.
It's like
Is
if your
what? I don't see the difference.
if your deductible is $3,000, then you have to pay $3,000 before they pay anything, regardless of how many incidents you have. Like if you have one that costs $1,000, then you have one that costs $2,000, then they'll finally start paying after that.
Oh, it's like it takes that amount out of the amount
Yeah.
that you're paying. Okay.
No,
okay.
no,
Yeah.
no.
No.
They have to. You have to pay out of pocket until you reach your deductible in out of pocket payments. Then they'll start covering.
Oh, I
your
think so. I think
expenses.
here's what it is. I think Julia is referring to medical deductibles. And
Oh yeah, sorry. Not
Yeah.
auto
Oh,
deductibles.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
no,
for-
No,
I would say I
that's
don't.
the same thing.
I
know.
mean, no, because you don't really have to you don't really with an auto insurance. You only use it when you get in a car accident. You know what I mean? It is similar because they won't pay out your car until you pay the deductible. You know what I mean? So I guess it is the same. It's just kind of different.
Yeah,
But
I was
I
thinking
guess-
medical only.
Medical deductibles. All right. Anyway,
Medical deductibles.
Yeah, I don't know.
Can I just do
much
one
about the
more for
medical
good
part.
measure?
Yeah, sure. Do one more.
George, do you think Scott knows what an artichoke is?
No.
Okay, so it's just food.
It's mostly food, yeah. I think like money stuff I at least have an understanding of. History I'm probably shaky on. If you ask about like celebrities, I definitely won't know shit about them either.
Well, an artichoke is a vegetable. It's that vegetable. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but it's really light green and it's got like a stalk and then really
It's
pointy
kinda spiky.
leaves.
Yeah.
Looks like a flower that's like closed still.
I
Make
can-
it into a dip.
Right. I can picture asparagus. I can picture green beans.
Oh.
I can picture edamame or whatever. How do you say that?
Yeah, that's right.
Edamame. Yeah. So I'm not
Well.
100% sure. Anyway, I do know some stuff, some useless history, as a matter of fact.
Useless history, insignificant shit we read. Useless history, insignificant shit we read.
This piece of useless history I did not research or read about, but it's something that I knew based on some trivia about a band. And I'm afraid to look it up because I don't want it to be incorrect. But there's a band called Cheers Elephant. And the backstory of their name is that apparently the first elephant that was brought to America was brought here on a ship. And they ran out of water to give the elephant. So they started giving him beer instead to keep him alive. And then once he got to America, he only wanted to drink beer.
Huh.
That's
I
the
guess that
story.
could work because elephants are pretty big that they wouldn't die from dehydration.
I believe that an elephant could have been brought to America and they could have ran out of water and they could have given him beer. The idea that he only wanted to drink beer after that, like maybe he liked beer, but obviously he needed water. So I don't know.
I'm currently looking it up to see if it's true.
First elephant to America drinking beer. These are some key words for you. But that makes Cheers
beer.
Elephant a really cool band name.
Yeah, it does. And I feel like it would be weird to make up that story to give yourself a reason for a band name.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
got to this website, but it keeps sending me to a pop-up.
I guess we'll never know.
Da, 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 da.
Oh, here's an old picture of an elephant.
Yeah,
in
he
a
apparently it says
newspaper.
he drank 30 bottles of beer a day. So that sounds
Oh my
sounds like it's
God.
true.
Yeah. There you
I
go.
mean, animals do love
What a
beer.
piece of
Dogs
shit.
love beer.
Listen, if that frog could survive in a fucking
Wait, who's the piece of shit? The elephant?
Elephants that drink 30 beers.
Wow.
Wow.
He's the only elephant. He's sad. Leave him alone, Julia.
Mm.
Can you what
That's
a
very
human
true.
what a bizarre human idea to just like we found America and then we're like, you know what, I think we need to bring an elephant over
We
here.
need an elephant. Yeah, I wonder what it was. It was for a zoo, I guess.
Yeah, it had to be like a circus or something. Or like a war thing. I don't know. They were
A
just like, we
war
need
thing?
elephants over here. There's
Wait,
no
what?
elephants.
Do you think
Elephants for
wars?
war?
Yeah.
I think elephants are
Yo.
involved in war.
Imagine elephants during the Civil
Fighting?
War.
We-
That sounds dope.
No.
Did we use? What did you
No,
mean,
not-
Scott?
It
Did
would
you
be
mean
like-
mean
it would-
like?
I mean,
a
I don't know what year it
horse?
would be, but it'd be like in the 1500s, and there were war elephants in medieval times. I'm not making that up.
There were.
War elephants? Come on, are you serious?
We didn't even get here. We didn't have. We weren't here.
I
in
don't know when.
Medieval times.
No, I mean like not when America was founded, but
Oh, okay.
when like North America was being discovered.
I don't think that people have ever used elephants in war. I'm gonna go
Oh
out
no,
on a limb.
that's not true. There have been war elephants.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we use them in combat. Like, were we riding them?
I mean, not in the U.S.
Yeah, this is like
Well, yeah,
medieval
like
shit.
ancient times.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay, well, Scott's saying medieval and you're saying ancient, which are totally different things. One is
I-
like a guy in velvet pants on an elephant, and one is a naked guy.
I do not know this, but I would be willing to bet that maybe there would be some elephants still fighting during the medieval times. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I think so.
During like the Crusades and shit. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know.
I have no idea. As long as like horses were a thing, you know, I'm basing this off like video games, like Age of Empires, and you have war elephants in that, and they go up to medieval times. So there you go.
So 30 beers a
Okay.
day, huh?
Yeah.
I wonder what Ace Ventura: Pet Detective would have thought about that.
Oh, I wonder that too. Hey, let's rank Jim Carrey movies.
Ranking stuff, we bout to make a list. What's first, what's last? We bout to make you pissed, cause we ranking stuff. Yeah, we ranking stuff.
So again, last week made me think of my strong Jim Carrey obsession from my childhood. That's one of my strongest memories, is how much I loved Jim Carrey. I had Dumb and Dumber and The Mask taped. Like, they were on TV and my parents taped them, and I would just watch those tapes like over and over again. So yeah, I wanted to know what your guys' top 3 favorite Jim Carrey movies are. Who wants to start? Scott, why don't you start?
I'll start. All right, number 3.
So
Yeah.
worst.
Ooh, okay, we'll start. Yeah,
least
3, 2, 1.
favorite.
Yeah, it's got to be like a countdown style.
Okay.
Number 3, I think, would have to be Ace Ventura. Yeah. Ace Ventura: Pet Detective. I actually love that movie. It's like truly, I don't know if that was his first one, but that's when he's really just like, he's just off the rails acting
I
crazy
have
the whole
not
time.
seen that movie in its entirety.
Really?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think I have either, actually, and I'm a proclaimed big fan.
When I saw it at the Blockbuster, I was just like, I don't know, it's not for me. I guess I need to watch it. I'll have to watch it.
You should watch it
I'll
because
report back.
it seems, I could see how it would seem off-putting because he is acting like very crazy, but it's fun. He's really ridiculous the whole time. And
Yeah.
it's like really like his breakout thing. And then after
I
that,
mean, let's be honest, he is the same character in every movie.
he uses the same like things, his ability, which is why my second
Yeah.
favorite movie is Liar Liar, because it's such a good script for him. It's just like he just
Just do you.
like
you
he can
were
act like a
saying.
normal guy, but then they're just like, okay, but you need to act like you're trying to say something, but you physically can't say it. And then he just like goes fucking crazy with it, and he's so good at it. It's
Yeah.
I mean, in that vein, like honestly, like Bruce Almighty, like has some really funny moments in that
Oh, yeah.
in that
Oh,
same
That's
regard.
true.
yeah,
Where he just has like his physical humor is definitely on point, but like
Yeah.
the movies are often like ugh.
Yeah,
they could.
I
I
could
mean,
see
Bruce
that.
Almighty is definitely a tier below these other.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, but but it's like he's still hilarious in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The movie itself is
Yes.
whatever, but
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he's funny in it.
Yeah,
And that's how I feel honestly about a lot of his movies.
but I also like in Liar Liar. I like the kid in Liar Liar. I like when he does the claw. You know what I'm
Jonathan
talking
Taylor
about?
Thomas.
Yeah. Jim Carrey's like, it's the claw, and he acts like his hand is like attacking, and he's just so good at that you're like, damn, he'd be like the best dad if you were a little kid, and he just fucking crushes it. And then my favorite Jim Carrey movie is The Truman Show, because not for any of the reasons that make Jim Carrey shine, even though he is good in the role. I just love that movie, and he nails it, and it's a great movie, and I love it.
Yeah. You
Cool.
know, I didn't think. I want to know, like, your least favorite one total, besides top 3.
Oh, my
What's
least
the worst
favorite.
one?
I don't really love the second Ace Ventura, and I haven't seen. I mean, like I don't know, like Yes Man is
Oh,
pretty
sure.
forgettable.
Yeah.
Bruce Almighty, my and then like my least favorite of his ones that are considered really good would probably be like The Mask, even though I love The Mask. People love Ace Ventura too. My friend Brian thinks Ace Ventura 2 is better than the first one, and he's out of his fucking mind.
Oh, weird. All right, George.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna start number 3, and I know this is a terrible movie, but I had it on VHS as a kid, and I loved it. Batman Forever.
Oh,
I forgot that he was in that.
That
And like
counts.
honestly, I wish that Jim Carrey would play another superhero villain. I think he would kill it under the right direction.
You
so
could
yeah.
kind of,
Yeah, I
you
agree.
could kind of say The Grinch was one.
Oh my god, I forgot about the
sure.
Grinch.
Yeah, The Grinch is like one that should be on this list because I watch it every year, so it's
Oh,
probably the one that I
God.
watch the most. But
oh, I hate
anyway,
it.
it's not
It's
good.
So It's
What?
so bad.
What?
Dude,
Jim
the
Carrey
part-
Grinch is good. Are you kidding
Oh
me?
my god,
the part
it's
where that
so
lady
bad.
wants to fuck the Grinch. What the fuck?
Yeah.
What? Who cares?
It's so weird. I don't
It's
know. I
bizarre.
don't like
I
it.
don't know. It's
and it
off-putting.
goes on for too long. Like I don't like how it doesn't mirror the real Grinch story. He like goes into town and then they like turn on him again and then he goes back up. It's like he goes down and back down twice. I don't get it.
I mean, yeah, it can't just be the original story is like 15 minutes
It's
long.
too
Yeah,
short.
that's
yeah,
true. It would
but
have to get
I
extended.
just it doesn't make sense.
No,
All right, anyway,
it's
so my-
perfect. It's so good.
let's
Sorry.
it's bad. Let's not. I'm just kidding. Well, send us a text if you like it. Let us know. We'll do another poll. Number 2, I Love You, Philip Morris. I don't know if you guys have seen that movie, but it's really good, and it's probably the movie that gave me the most emotions out of all the movies that he's done.
I
I
forgot
haven't
about
seen
that.
that one.
And I just remembered Eternal Sunshine too, because I forgot
Yeah.
about that
Eternal
one.
Sunshine is
one.
like I don't know. I feel like
Yeah, I don't love it, but
Yeah,
now you're making me
watchable.
remember that he does these other movies.
Other ones, yeah.
And then number 1 is Dumb and Dumber. That's just a classic.
Hell
and
yeah.
I will always watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
What about you, Julia?
Thanks, guys. That was really interesting.
Oh, and then my
'Cause-
least. I'm just gonna go ahead and say
Oh,
my
yeah,
least
what's the
favorite
worst one?
because fucking what is it? Me, Myself, and Irene. I don't like that movie at all. I
Never
fucking
saw
it.
hate that movie.
I don't even think that's one that I've only seen like bits and pieces of on TV. I don't think I've seen the whole thing. Okay, my third one only because I feel like mine are just based on nostalgia because I had Dumb and Dumber and the Mask on VHS. Liar Liar is my third one, even though I really love it. And then The Mask is the second one because that's one where his character gets to really shine because he doesn't start as this confident person. He starts off as this like ditzy little nerdy guy even though he's really attractive. I think he's the most attractive he's ever been in that role. Might have been really early on. And then he, becomes this larger than life persona that is
Yeah, I mean when he puts
really-
that mask on, he's so fucking hot.
There you go.
Big bald green head. Oh,
Even
turns
the
me
dog
on. Yeah, the dog's hot as
gets-
fuck.
Everyone gets hotter.
Do you think maybe you're more attracted to him because Cameron Diaz is attracted to him?
Oh, maybe. But no, I mean, he's just really, like, endearing in that when he's, like, he's not confident and then he gains the confidence. But fun fact, that was, like, Cameron Diaz's first role. In the beginning, it says introducing
Wow.
Cameron Diaz. And my number 1 is Dumb and Dumber because I've seen it in Italian and in English, and it's funny in both languages, and I think that says a lot about Italian voice actors.
Yeah, that'd be a tough job being the Italian voice actor for Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Big
but it
shoes
was still
to
funny. And then when I watched it in America, it was still funny. Wait, also, did you guys know that the hotel that they filmed the outside scenes of Dumb and Dumber is the hotel that The Shining was based on? Stephen King stayed in that hotel, and it's like really haunted, and that's what inspired him to write The
Oh,
Shining.
shit. Look at that.
It's a real hotel, the outside.
You guys are both wrong. The Truman Show is definitely the best. But hey, speaking of being secretly filmed and being watched on national TV,
We propose to develop alternate liquid and solid fuel boosters.
Did you know that 9/11 actually happened on the moon?
All right, guys. So this week I want to tell you about something that's been invading my mind all week because I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos about it. So people go missing every year at national parks under strange circumstances. These aren't your run-of-the-mill disappearances. This former police chief named David Paulides has documented all these cases in a series of books and documentaries, and they're called Missing 411. So if you want more information, just Google that and you can get some more information. I have 2 cases here, so I'll start with the first one. On April 10th, 1952, 2-year-old Kevin Parkins was playing with the snow with his older brothers on a cattle ranch in Ritter, Oregon. When the mother called the boys in for lunch, she realized Keith hadn't returned. After searching for Keith for a couple hours without any luck, they call the authorities and a full-scale search is launched. There's snow cover, so finding Keith's tracks should be pretty easy, but nothing is picked up in the vicinity. A few hours later, tracks are found 4 miles from the ranch. They are traced and tracked for several miles, but they just stop at a certain point. So everyone's kind of despondent, and they go to bed for that night. But next day, they find Keith face down in the snow, 12 miles from the ranch, in an area called Skull Canyon, which is part of the Umatilla National Forest. Surprisingly, Keith was still alive. He had a few scratches on his face, but he did not look like a child that had braved the wilderness in sub-zero temperatures for a night. Strangely, his jacket and hat were found stacked neatly next to him. When people asked him, like, what happened, Keith? What were you doing? He just could say over and over again, all he could say was that a cat scratched him. So another interesting thing about this is that it's almost impossible to cover the distance that Keith covered, even an adult man. You guys know the Survivor man, Les Stroud? He actually attempted the same feat, and he failed. He couldn't do it. And he's a grown wilderness man. So 12 miles he went in the snow. And 12 miles, as the crow flies, like straight. That a kid
Yeah.
wouldn't go straight. He'd go waving. And so that's one that's super interesting.
That's so weird. That
Yeah.
sounds like aliens to me.
Yeah, I guess he had to be kidnapped, right?
So,
Or
I mean,
something.
the strange thing to me is just like it was in the snow. So if he was kidnapped, there would be other tracks in
Yeah.
the snow of someone, coming to pick him up. Like, to me, the only thing to make sense is like some sort of large bird took him, but I don't know if it's
Oh,
fucking possible.
I don't think it's
That's
possible.
true.
And
And
also,
that's why
like,
he thinks
that he
a cat
survived.
scratched him.
But he survived. He would
Yeah.
have had someone would have to take care of him for him to survive out in the wilderness. It's so weird. So anyway,
maybe like a bear or something, and he like thought it was like a big cat, and the bear like took care of him.
I mean, yeah, but a bear taking care of a 2-year-old boy, and again, if a bear took the boy, there would have been signs of the bear taking the boy. It's weird.
I think the bird is a good theory.
But this is just like, it's a kid. So maybe, and it's also a long time ago. So maybe you're thinking, oh, like it's false, whatever. I have an even sooner case. In February of 1978, this guy named Stephen Kubacki decides to take a short cross-country trip around Lake Michigan. Not around Lake Michigan, but in the area. So, and he was also, an avid skier and stuff. So this was an out of the ordinary. People didn't think twice about letting him go. So after he hadn't returned for a day, his family started to worry, and they alerted the authorities. At the same time, two snowmobilers find a trail of skis tracks that end at the edge of the lake. There they find a set of skis and poles that just stop there abruptly. To them, it looks like somebody maybe have fallen through the ice, so they let the authorities know, even though there wasn't a clear sign of break in the ice. Surely enough, the skis and poles are found to belong to Stephen. Despite a massive search with hundreds of people, all they managed to find is Stephen's backpack, which curiously enough is found right next to the ski poles and the skis, even though everyone said that it wasn't there from the beginning. After nothing is found, it is assumed that Stephen took off his skis to walk on the ice and he fell in. The end? No. 15
Did we
months later.
find Steven?
15 months later, Stephen's father hears a knock at his door.
No.
It's fucking Steven. 700 miles from where he went missing. He shows up with no recollection of where he's been or how much time has passed. He claims he's woke up in a field about 40 miles from his father's house. Stephen had all sorts of stuff on him in a new backpack that he had that indicated that he'd been all over the country. He even had a T-shirt that indicated that he had participated in a marathon in Wisconsin. And
That's amazing.
And he had no recollection, but all Steve could say was that he just felt like he'd been doing a lot of running.
Wow.
What?
Yeah, and luckily from these two cases, the two people were found alive. But sometimes it's just like remains that are uncovered in a very remote area that those people couldn't possibly get to. Yeah.
The weird, I feel like I wouldn't connect the ones that die and the ones that come back. The ones that come back are the weirder. Because the other ones I feel like could just be like the elements got to them, even though you're saying they couldn't get to where they got to on foot.
There was there was another one where they found a kid and he had like a tree branch wrapped around his neck so he couldn't move. So it like looked like someone had trapped him there. And he just said that he just kept saying that a bear had taken care of him. I don't know, dude. It's crazy. Do the research.
What? Maybe we have like magical forests, and maybe
Listen.
Walt Disney knew, and that's what he based his magical forests off of.
I don't know, but like maybe the people that that did die were just were just like suicidal, and they just wanted to go die peaceful in the woods. I don't know. Decompose back into nature.
Yes, I want my body to decompose. Hey, what do you guys want to do with your dead bodies?
Brainstorm. Brainstorm. Brainstorm.
Okay, today we are brainstorming what we want people to do with our bodies when we die. And I have a bunch of ideas because I'm worried that my family won't be comfortable doing certain ones, so I want to give them options.
So this
Oh,
is
that's
like
nice.
your
Yeah,
official
because-
will.
Funerals are for the living.
Yeah, I don't want to do funerals, yeah. But, you
Well,
know.
I mean, whatever happens
he
after
meant-
you die is for the living, is
Yeah,
what I meant.
exactly. So, but plan one, I want to be grinded up into chum and then thrown into the ocean to
Ew.
attract sharks.
I love that. I love that.
Okay.
And then I want people to catch the sharks, cook them, and serve them at my funeral.
I love that even more.
Yeah.
Okay. I like the food aspect.
Yeah, and I definitely like being ground up into chum. I think that's fucking
Chum.
funny.
I guess-
Yeah,
I
think
guess what
chum
I-
is
I-
funny.
I was excited because it's like, oh yeah, you're recycling, but then it's like, oh no, you're
Yeah.
just killing the fish.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in a way,
would be
people are
neat.
eating me.
Maybe if it's like you fed the fish when they were young and then you let them mature a little bit. You know what I mean? That way your insides aren't necessarily inside the fish when you eat the person. Or
Right.
No, I think it's more poetic to eat Scott.
Yeah.
oh wow, okay.
That was one of mine. Go ahead. Sorry,
It's
but
not
that
much
was
though, because it's just more like the blood attracts the sharks. It's not like, when you're chum is not like a meal.
But
It's little
who's
pieces.
gonna get the job of grinding you up? Your mom?
Yeah, my mom has to do it.
No, she won't be alive still. God
Yeah.
forbid. But hopefully,
Yeah.
moms don't like when their kids die before them.
Hopefully it's somebody who would be very scarred by the process.
Yeah. I think Brian would volunteer.
Oh yeah, Brian can do it.
Yeah, and he would not get scarred. He'd be like, all right.
Yeah.
Be like, fuck it, I'll grind you up into chum. My
I
next
could see
idea.
him laughing while he does it.
Yeah.
Evil laughter.
My next idea is being just brought out to a desert and left in a desert to be fed on by buzzards. Because I think
Okay.
that's cool.
That's
I wanna
nice, that's
be
nice.
All of
picked
these are like
apart.
very cyclical, yeah.
Yeah, I want to be picked apart and turned into a skeleton, basically, by the birds.
But that's not okay. So then, would your family just not get to celebrate? your
Oh,
life or
yeah, and
anything?
then there's a post funeral reception, and it's at Chuck E. Cheese.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
All my ideas can come with a post funeral reception at Chuck E. Cheese. By
Okay.
the way. So so my next idea
The
is
Chuck E. Cheese nearest the desert.
yeah, any Chuck E.
Nearest
Cheese
to
will
the
do.
desert.
Yeah. Everyone has to win at least 20 tickets, or else you're dishonoring my name.
Okay.
So my next idea is all right, my closest friends put on dress like Italian mobsters, and they throw me in a trunk, and they drive out to some remote location, and then by the light of just the headlights of the car, they just bury me on the side of the road. And then they all look at each other like, nobody talk about this, and then they drive off.
Oh man, the funny thing would be like getting a permit to do something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this is what he wanted.
Yeah.
No, you don't understand. We're trying to do this by the books. There was this I don't remember his name. He was like a folk singer, and he passed away, and he had left in his will that he wanted to be set on fire in the desert. And his father was like, no, we're gonna give him a burial. So his friends went to the airport and stole his body and ended up
my
taking him out to the desert and lit him on fire. But
Wow.
of course they didn't do a good job because you need very high heat to
Yeah.
incinerate a body. So there was just like a
Oh.
charred body that people found.
Oh my god. Just because this guy had his fucking bit or whatever that he wanted to do.
But it wasn't a
my
bit. Like it was
God.
like he
Yeah.
loved that particular desert. I'm
yeah.
blanking. It's like a place that he stayed often. It was
Yeah.
fucking Joshua Tree. He loved Joshua Tree, so he wanted to be yeah.
In my mind, any funeral request is in a sense a bit because it's so you're not even there for it. It's not important. It's just shit that
An opportunity.
it's just shit you're making other people do.
I gotta go to Disney World and spread my grandmother's ashes for a bit. She died.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, George, yours reminded me of mine. Like I I get that people like to be cremated and sprinkled somewhere, but I don't have. I was trying to think of where I wanted. Not that that's an original idea, but I was just trying to think of where I would want to do that, and I couldn't think of anywhere. I love the beach, but I don't like live there or anything, so it seems like it's not like I feel like a poser to
I guess like
ask
symbolically,
someone to
you could think like where would you want to like rest for the rest of your
be.
life if you could. So if I
Yeah.
think a beach is acceptable.
Yeah, but then I thought like if I wanted it to be more cyclical and symbolic of my life, then people would just have to sprinkle it like in the middle of the two major cities I've lived in my life, which is not like romantic. But yeah, I
They'll
just
have to
feel
build a shrine there and then spread the ashes.
Well, do you guys
Yeah.
have any thoughts on my perspective, which is mostly like
oh yeah, well
not being, which is like, but like the perspective of not being burned and like ensuring
yeah.
that nature feeds on you.
Yeah. So what
yeah,
I
yeah,
want
I love
what
that. I love
what I want for my funeral is I want them to like donate all the usable parts. I want them to, like make sure if my heart's good, give my heart away, whatever. I want them to fucking peel away my tattoos and preserve those. I want my
Ah.
family to keep my
Oh.
tattoos.
Okay.
Oh God.
Or and if my
That's
family
interesting.
and if my family doesn't want my tattoos, I will donate them to like a macabre museum or something like that.
Oh, cool. Wait, does Scott know what macabre is?
Yeah, it's just like having to do with death.
Okay.
Um, yeah, I want for the rest of my body to be a sky funeral, which is basically what Scott said, where they vivisect your remains and then birds take them away.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
They do it. Yeah, the
Wait,
sky
so this
burial
is
is
a
a common
thing?
practice in Tibet. It's actually quite
They-
disturbing. You can find a video of it,
Yeah.
Yeah. When I imagine it very disturbing.
but it's also kind of beautiful to see like a bird taking you away.
Yeah.
That's
I
nice.
think it's-
That was my other idea. Like I wanted my loved ones to ingest me somehow, but
I guess
there's no way to
the
do
reason-
that that's not gross.
That's weird. Yeah. That's mostly weird. I mean, I think my shark idea is not that weird.
That's the closest.
Yeah.
What if they liquefied you and boofed you?
Oh, perfect.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what about smoking someone? Like smoking their ashes? I wonder if you get like any sort of high sensation from smoking the ashes of a person.
I
Or,
would
like,
do that if it was fine. Like if it
dry-
was
If it was
Dry
not
fine.
really bad for you. Like if it was not bad for you, and if Pat was like, "Yo, dude, when I fucking die, you gotta smoke me, bro," I'd be like, "Yeah, absolutely." And I don't know why I'm assuming Pat's gonna die. That's sad.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, we're all gonna die, George.
That's true. That's true. If Pat happens to pass away before me when we're 135, then I will smoke his ash.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's a good age.
And none of us are gonna die, so I don't even know we're gonna think of why we're thinking about
What do
this.
we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's think about the future. How about some new inventions?
New inventions. Send us money. New inventions. Send us money.
Do, do. Okay. I have a new invention that I wanted to hear your guys' take on. It's called the Insta Artist, and it's this machine that you put on your brain, on your head. It's shaped like a helmet, but it's non-invasive. And when you put it on, it has pre-programmed muscle movements in it, and it tells your brain how to move. So that when you put it on, you can immediately play any instrument you programmed it to. You can
Ooh.
draw anything. Like you can put like draw Mona Lisa, and then you put it on, and your muscles just start moving and making that thing. Or you start playing the guitar with your fingers. So you just tell it what you want to do, and then you put it on. And the tagline is, "It's not brain surgery."
I love it, and it's not even. I feel like it's not even that far fetched. I feel like
I know we're so close to that,
because
right?
you know how they have. Have you heard of like the type of therapy they do for depression, where they basically just blast certain areas of your brain with certain waves
I've
Yes.
heard of it,
raised? Yeah,
My
so like I
aunt
feel like
has
there's
that done.
isn't it? It's like called TMS, I think. But anyway, I feel like there's probably like in the future, like they're going to be able to like stimulate the artistic areas of your brain, so you like become more artistic.
Oh. Yeah.
Well, what Julia's talking about is more of muscle control, I think.
No,
right?
I know, but you know,
Yeah.
similar
Something-
concept, and it could be like it could be their muscles. You know, I feel like if it were the muscles, it'd be attached to your arms, though.
Well, the interesting thing is that if it controls your muscles, then it doesn't actually make you an artist or good at art. It just makes you somebody who's able to like create, to
turns you
replicate things.
It turns you into a printer, basically.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, it's like a
Or-
3D printer.
Yeah.
I would. Hey, I would. I always wanted to play an instrument, and I'm
You
bad
guys
at it.
didn't react. I am so in love with the multi-level slogan for it because it's non-invasive and it's referencing how the things you're doing aren't. Do you like
Right.
how
Wait,
I'm
so
explaining
I
the
get you, I
joke?
Are you mad that I liked your idea more than your
Slogan.
Tagline?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Julia.
I'm not mad. I'm happy you like my idea, but I thought that the slogan was gonna get
This
big
slogan's great.
laughs.
It's a good slogan, Julia.
It's a good slogan.
great.
It's not. It's. Wait, let's take it again.
Wait, let's take that
Julia,
again. Let's take that
Julia,
again.
let's
Yeah,
do
say it
do
again.
It's
And
not brain. It's
The
not brain.
slogan is it's not brain surgery.
Oh my god.
That's
Thank
perfect.
you.
That's
loved it.
so good. You know what? The idea is like, but that slogan is like amazing.
I was really laughing at it to myself like all week when I wrote it down. I just kept looking back at it.
Oh, sounds like we have a phone call coming in.
Ooh.
You can call us anytime at 1-800-TheMichaelJacobsMoment at gmail.com. Let's pick it up
We
and
should-
see
we
who
should
it is.
answer, yeah.
Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Am I on?
Yeah. Who is this?
You're
What,
live.
could you say your name, please?
Shit. You know, I'm not actually entirely sure.
Okay, that's okay.
Sir, do you mean-
Frank?
Maybe he
Frank?
wants to keep. Okay, you can
Frank
use
sounds
it
good.
as an alias if you feel uncomfortable
Yeah,
giving us your
that
real
might
name.
be my father's name, but we can go with Frank.
Okay, do you
Okay.
have an invention for us?
Son of Frank.
Yeah, so I've been listening to your show in my pickup truck, and son of a bitch keeps breaking down on me. But
Oh, that
you've been
sucks.
talking about boofing a lot, so I came up with an invention. I've been kicking it around with my wife. It's an old country buffet.
Ooh,
okay.
okay.
This
What
is
does
a new
that entail?
franchise. So
Oh, okay.
basically, it's a buffet. It's completely liquid based. So we got a buffet with gravy, different types of alcohol, different types of sauces. You know, Jello might work. That's in between, but you know, and then
So you put the
uh,
gravy up your butt.
This is
Yes.
good because normally people boof like illicit substances, but you have both. You have like drugs and then gravy because like
Right,
I don't
right.
know, it probably tastes good going the other way.
sure.
Probably, I mean,
So
it feels
what's
good
the
at the very
price?
least.
What's the price of entry to this
that's true.
So,
buffet franchise?
It's a BYOB. It's bring your own baster for sanitary reasons.
Right. I was going to
Okay.
ask about that. And are you just dipping? Is everyone dipping their basters into the same?
Sure, but if you have a napkin,
So
you can wipe it off.
Okay. yeah, clearly you wipe
Yeah.
it.
You just wipe
You
it
wipe
off
it
between
off.
each
Oh
one.
wait, no,
yeah.
I have a knife. You can just like ladle it into a cup, and then you
Oh.
baste from the cup.
No, we frown
Oh
upon
no,
that.
no. Okay, it's gotta be the
Yeah.
baster directly into the hot.
Yes,
Okay.
it tastes better that way.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay, yeah.
It's like that perpetual stew.
Right.
we were
oh,
talking about.
you guys keep it simmering and keep all the bacteria.
We do
growing.
have sneeze guards up. I know a couple people have mentioned that they don't think it's too sanitary, but we do have sneeze guards.
Okay.
I can't help but you. So this is already existing. This is not an idea. This is something you built.
Sure, yeah. Well, we got one location right in my backyard.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
you're looking
well,
for
you
franchisee
need investment.
franchisers.
Yeah, I'm looking to make it a franchise.
I just want to say this is
Okay.
a great idea for the modern era because you can leave your mask on the entire time.
that's
Right,
true.
right, right.
That's true.
You're
That's.
just,
I mean, if you
you
think
know.
about it, at this point, it might be more sanitary.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
Although I guess you can get COVID farts. So
oh.
anyway,
Yeah, my cousin
I still have
Carl.
to think about it. What's the minimum investment? Oh, go ahead. Sorry, your
yeah,
cousin.
your cousin Carl. I'm intrigued.
Yeah, he got it. I didn't know you could get COVID up your butt, but he got it up his butt.
Oh, from
Oh.
boofing.
Yeah, he said it's pretty hard to breathe out of his butt. His farts are tougher.
Oh.
It's
I'm sorry, Frank.
it's more difficult. Yeah, it's okay. But
Yeah, I'm
you
sorry for
mentioned it.
laughing. I just have a
Does he
nervous
have a
laugh
Does he have a
sometimes.
butt ventilator?
Uh, yeah, I don't know, actually. I didn't ask him that.
Okay.
Frank, are you gonna get the vaccine once it's available?
Hell no.
Oh.
Hell no. How am I supposed to drive my pickup truck if I get the vaccine?
I don't know how those two things
I
are
don't think
related.
they're related. Yeah.
Well, why don't you look it up? You'll figure it out if you do some
Wait,
research.
are you saying that if I take the vaccine, I will no longer be able to drive a vehicle, or is it just
Hey.
pickup trucks?
Oh, I don't know. They might be all vehicles.
So you just done the
You
research
see
on
these
the pickup truck.
airplanes, the airplanes going down. You hear about that in the news? I bet they've been shot up with them needles.
That's possible.
Okay.
All right. Well, I think I need maybe a little more information to it. I don't know if I'm
I
ready
don't need
to
any
invest.
more information. I'm going to send you my stimulus check right now.
Okay.
Thank you.
We got one investor, and if anyone else is interested, you can email us and we'll.
So I just write it out to son of Frank?
Yeah, you could write out "Son of Frank," and it's for Old Country Buffet.
Okay.
5 locations,
is the
$50 for 5.
Is the booth in quotes?
Oh wow.
Yes.
Nice. I like that.
Yeah,
And if
I'm-
it's not, it should be.
I'm going to
Yeah.
put some gravy up my butt tonight, and if it feels good, then you can count on a check coming from me.
It tastes better than it feels, but
Okay.
Oh.
Right.
I wish your cousin Carl a speedy recovery.
thank you.
Call back anytime, Frank.
Will do. Thanks for having me, y'all.
All right.
And that goes
Bye.
out to anybody. You can call us at any time at that number.
1-800 the Michael Jacobs moment at gmail.com.
We should switch that to a 1-900 number.
1-900. I was not aware that that was a thing.
Text us a movie and we'll say it. Text us a movie and we'll say it.
Okay, welcome to Text Us a Movie and We'll Say It, where you text us a movie and we say it live on the air. This week, listener Sam texted us Can't Hardly Wait, starring Jennifer Love Pfefferman, as seen in the episode of Boy Meets World that we visited earlier. This is a high school movie from the 90s. It's a coming-of-age movie. I think
It's a teen movie, Scott. That's what
it's
they're
a
called.
teen movie.
Yeah.
Coming of age is a thing.
Yeah, no, but a high school movie.
Right.
is-
Oh, sure. I think we have a clip from it here. This is when the main character realizes their true potential.
Whatever life holds in store for me, I will never forget these words. With great power comes great responsibility. This is my gift, my curse. Who am I? I'm Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird
God.
Wow,
direction
people-
that goes in.
People don't give enough credit to Jennifer Love Hewitt for her voice work because
Yeah.
that's
I know. Well, I
sounds
was gonna
just like
say.
fucking Tobey Maguire and Spiderman.
Yeah. So I guess they graduate high school and then Jennifer Love Hewitt gets bitten by a spider or something. I'm a little fuzzy on it, but
It's a little weird. That's why he was so dainty in the as the character, because it was really her playing him.
right.
I thought he was a little feminine.
Yeah. Anyway, if you have a movie, you could text it to us. You probably know us. We will read it live on the air. For everything else, you can email us at themichaeljacobsmoment@gmail.com. You can keep listening anywhere where there are podcasts. We got
Yeah,
new
and-
episodes
and-
coming at you every Monday morning.
Write a review on Apple Podcasts because it's fun to read them.
Write a review. Do it. I mean,
It's fun.
Yeah, sure.
Donate
Maybe-
to our Patreon. Well, we don't have a Patreon.
We don't have a
do we?
We don't
Patreon,
have a
but
Patreon.
you could just
I'm
like
starting an OnlyFans account. Look out for that.
yeah. You could just
Oh.
Venmo us money, send us checks in the mail for no reason.
It's all completely non-nude booty pics.
Okay, good. I'm not being a part of the OnlyFans because that has connotations for me, but not for
No.
you guys.
It's my OnlyFans. I'm plugging my OnlyFans.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
This only goes to George. He's not.
If you
he's-
guys
George's
want to do an
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans, there's all sorts of OnlyFans. They don't have to be sexual.
Oh, is that right?
Oh, okay.
All right. Well,
Bye.
I'll see
Where's
you guys.
our outro music? We
yeah,
need
well,
outro music.
I got it.